All right, so I've had this obsession of trying to find ways to add the human, us, into the music that we make with electronic stuff, right? So long story short, I ended up buying a Roland Handsonic HPD-20, which, by the way, these are not cheap at all. I got this one used and they're still expensive. Roland's got some crazy monopoly on these things because nobody else makes them, but listen. It's just so cool. And one of the reasons why I've wanted one of these for so long is to be able to play like these top and percussion loops live loop them, and also just record them into my samplers. But along the way, I realized this has a MIDI output. So check this out. If I go to our kick drum, oh, and then of course turn the volume down, I get to play the Digitakt, but with velocity sensitivity. And sure, you have your velocity mode here, but it doesn't do pitch and velocity at the same time. And this ain't a MIDI keyboard, and it's super duper sensitive. So then this became super fun because I started using this on just like normal tracks in the Digitakt to play patterns into it that I normally wouldn't. And I did something similar with this with the Nordstrom 3P and my MPC 3000, which was awesome. I just hated using the sticks to be able to roll around and fall down everywhere. So watch, we're gonna make something crazy fast into the Digitakt. And from this point on, there's no editing until I finish this track. So look, we went ahead and put 4 kick drums down, right? I'm gonna go to track 2, our clap, and just, all right. All right. Okay, let's see where else we got. Sure. And we can quantize some stuff if we want. We don't need to, we can leave it on or off. Let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah, that's fine, I'll just throw that in there. And I actually wanted that little, that's cool, but I'm gonna mute that for now because it's a little too often. Now we'll go into our bass line, hit record and play. And I think there's quantize on this already. No, there isn't. Yep, there it is. Done. Beat's done. There's some swing in there, and of course there isn't actually swing, but the swing comes from the velocity sensitivity, the movement, and the way we want to play some stuff, right? Maybe we can find that snare drum in here, and I'm gonna just lower the pitch a bit by an octave. So I just got this thing today. I don't know how to use it that well. Maybe there's a way to change the pitch quickly, but this gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So an octave and 1. So if I go down, I can just play up. It's the only downside about this, actually. This is interesting. Check this out. If I press and hold this, it'll play all the way through until I let go. But if I press here, it just sends a trigger. It's not going to hold the note down. And I don't know where that limitation comes from. I don't think it's the Digitakt because I have its amp set to note value in. So I think this is just sending out little pops of MIDI notes as opposed to like holding down the whole note. And I checked in its settings too, because it does have a couple of settings in the MIDI settings here for it to send the pressure transmit, and that's on. And even if I set this to, let's just say off, it's the same thing. I don't know, that's one downside, but I'm probably less going to be using this for like playing piano parts, if you will, and more so just throwing in little things like this, right? What's on here? What is this? Yes. Ah. All right, let's go round. And we're gonna go to the filter frequency and then hold. Reset that. And then we'll go and slew that up. All right, what else we got on here? Okay, so the 8, right? We don't need that on everything. And then we also don't need it here, here. We can leave it there. Oh, the best part about this, the whole reason I bought this thing. Check this. If I go to track 16, there's nothing loaded, samples off, volumes off, and the amps off, over redundancy, right? Our volume's down. And I can play this in. But I'll let you know right now, Latin kit. Why is this calling my name? I don't know why I like this. I don't get it. The Latin kit. Also, TLDR, I used to be in a little bongo thing in 5th grade. Ain't no longer. I'm still working on it. I just got this today. Give me a break. Let me know this ahead of time. So what I'm gonna do now is I can set this to a threshold of, let's say, 32 steps, and we can press play. I'm not gonna arm it yet. So watch this. We're gonna arm it. Super bad, but we're gonna go ahead and save this as whatever, and I'm gonna save it to sample 11. Now, go to track 11, and we're gonna set this to grid mode. And in grid mode, I can look at our sample and choose the 16 different slices. I can turn the volume down, and this is now the chopped up version of what I just played with this thing into the Digitakt. You follow me? Because these are all independent notes. And then in slice mode, you're playing the different notes. And I got 13, so I can't get all slices, but I can get close enough. Or the other thing I can do is just put in a couple steps like this, copy this page, and we'll copy this page and we'll paste it, paste it, paste it. And then I can just create linear locks. And if I really like for example, the 4th page, I can paste that around. Maybe throw a little reverb on there. And let's go and get some of those lows out of there. Kind of push it a little. And then I'm also just going to use this to make it even pluckier. That's fine. A little delay. Yo, this is going to be too much fun. This is just the beginning. Where I'm hoping to go with this is to play live and do some weird stuff live. I just want to smack something live and just like have fun and play it in, hit record, go to town, do its thing, hit repeat, erase it, play it, all that stuff. I've been on a quest. Like, look, I even bought another one of these. I had this for a hot minute. I went full rolling this week. And same thing. I just want to play in patterns and drums and have a good time and just like keep it moving. So we're going to be doing some live looping. We're going to get the Octatrack back in here. We're going to do some Handsonic HPD-20 stuff. It's going to be nuts. And you're awesome. And maybe I'm nuts. But anyway, my friend, I hope to see you again next week. And until then, you already know the drill. Share the love, share the knowledge. Knowledge is power. Peace. Boom, bum, 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 bum. What else we got on here? Let's go to town. Repinique. By the way, my wife hates this. Watch, just listen to this.